Hello, welcome back. I have another story for you. You might be able to relate to this when you're at your workplace. Uh, Police officers get paid the same salary whether you arrest people or not. You don't get a bounty on people arrests. You don't get a bounty on tickets. So it's up to you personally whether you want to go out and chase bad guys or whether you want to just wave at people and handle radio calls. Now, grant you, I don't think this guy's handling radio calls because I was an alpha male. I wanted to go out and stop crime. I wanted to arrest everybody because I felt if you get one guy off the streets a criminal, that's one less guy that's going to break into your house. Okay, that's fine. But you have what I call beta officers. They just wave and get their salary, and they just don't understand why we're so aggressive. Well, that's the way I am, and citizens pay me good money and a good pension. I'm going to give them their money's worth. Okay. So I'm in a car with a beta guy. He's driving, I'm not. Oh, okay. It doesn't want to work, guys. We sit in this car, we drive around, and I don't like 8 hours of boredom. I came on this job to have fun, but primarily I swore to uphold the law and protect the citizens who's paying me very good money to do this. Okay? So we're driving around and I see a ticket. Yeah, hey, you want something? No, I gotta get off on time tonight. This guy was married with girlfriends. Okay, so he's busy. Yeah, he doesn't have time for this kind of stuff. So I'm like, oh, bro, okay. So about 6 hours into this shift, I want to go home. I don't want to work with this guy. So we're on a major street, and in black and white, we're in uniform, and we're behind a couple, 3 cars, and light turns green. We're all going across the intersection, and here's an old man about maybe 75 years old. He's jaywalking. Now, I don't particularly care about jaywalkers necessarily, but he's walking across the street and he's doing this, hey, hey, and all the cars are honking their horns and he's giving them the finger and he's swearing at them in Spanish. And now we're 2 cars back and people are looking at us going, what better time for a citizen to say, I wish I was a cop around. There's a cop sitting right here. So I go, hey, Al, I said, I'm going to stop this guy. He said, okay. So we weave through traffic, and he's over on the curve, make a U-turn, come up, and I get out of the car, and I said, come here. He goes, what do you want? I said, come here. So he just stands there. He doesn't follow the commands. Okay, so that's usually a key. Something's up here. So we walk up to him, and I said, where's your ID? He goes, what did you stop me for? I said, you're jaywalking. You're stopping traffic. And now you imagine people going by, they're giving us a thumbs up. I think it's pretty cool. Okay, so fine. So I could see that and just kind of smile at him. I'm kind of busy. So he goes, have no ID. Because I'm looking like this, and I see he's got a wallet in his pocket. So now he's lying to me. He won't respond to my responses, so I'm going to get a little aggressive on him. So I reach back to get I hold his arm, reach back to get his wallet, and by accident, I ripped his pocket. Okay? I say it because I'm going to rip his pocket. If you don't lie to me, I'm taking your wallet. So I did that, and he kind of looked like it. He kind of figured, okay, I got a live one here. Okay, so I won't mess with this officer anymore. So I get his license. I go to our car. Again, in those days, we did not have hand radios. We had to go to our car. So I'm in the car. I run him for warrants. And in those days, again, very slow in response to any kind of warrant checks. Very slow. The computers are antiquated, all that stuff. Put the microphone down, and we've just gone on the radio. We just told her that we're there at that location for officer safety, that we're sitting here on this corner. So she knew where we were. So I go back outside, get my ticket book, and my partner's standing there talking to him, and I'm writing out the ticket. And of course, he's chipping the whole time. 78 years old, something like that. It's all right. Well, halfway through the ticket, she comes up. The lady comes on the air, and she gives me a code. Indicates this guy is armed and dangerous. Okay, it's a secret, not a secret code, but it's not a code I don't want to give out. But she gives the code, and then she asks, "What's your location?" Okay, she's verifying where we're at. Well, she knew kind of where we're at, but she wanted to make sure. Well, I look at my partner, and he looks at me, and I go like this, the sign to put handcuffs. So I come out of the car. I didn't even answer her. I'm busy right now, and we grab him and put the cuffs on him. He's all like, "Oh, what are you doing?" I said, "Just shut up." Okay, so we put the cuffs on. So as we're cuffing him, here comes a black and white around the corner because they had that little cheat box that we had in our cars. They knew we were there. So they come around the corner on 2 wheels and pull up to the curb. My supervisor comes around, pulls up on the curb, and I haven't had a chance to get back to the radio yet. So he pulls up, and you probably watch Cops. I gave out the 4, it's just code 4, everything's okay. So I see one guy give me a nod, and he puts it out that everything's okay. Got 4 cops here, a sergeant, and so I go back to the radio, and the sergeant comes up and he goes, "Him?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Okay, well, find out the particulars." So I go back to the radio. I tell her, "Okay, give me some particulars." She goes, "Well, your male," and she gives out the name again, and I get the ID in front of me. She says, "He has a small dragon on his right neck." So my partner turns around and pulls his shirt down. He goes, "Well, that's him. I mean, come on. You got a name, you got a birth or a tattoo." I go, "Okay, Roger, what's the charge?" she goes, 187 PC murder. And we all look at, there's all of us looking at each other. Okay, Roger, notify detectives and teletype that warrant to the station. Okay, fine. So Sergeant goes, wow, that's weird. I'll go with you guys. The sergeant, okay, so we put him in the car and off we go. So I'm in the back with him. He doesn't want to talk anymore. He's just dumbing up. Oh, I don't care. I don't talk to suspects anymore. So we get to the station. Detectives are waiting for us. They're already waiting for us. So we walk out and they go, hey, it's so-and-so. Well, they must know him. I don't know him. So he goes, well, take the cuffs off. We'll change handcuffs. So I take the handcuffs off. They handcuff him. Off they go. Well, I'm done. I'm just a patrol guy. I don't do detective work. The detectives took him. So the sergeant says, hey, you guys go back out. Go have dinner or something and go out and get some more radio calls. And your job is done. I mean, the detectives will take it from here. Okay, fine. You know, so we go eat. So we're done eating. We clear. Sergeant says, hey, come to the station. Okay, so we go to the station. So he meets us down below because the detectives are upstairs, and he goes, hey guys, you'll love this. Do what? A year ago, this nice little old man suffocated his wife for insurance money, killed her, okay, she's 80 years old, and then fled to Mexico. We haven't seen him since. These guys had a warrant for his arrest, they had a witness that saw him leave the place, you know, all kinds of, going into particulars, but they know it's him. He got a warrant for his arrest. Today was his first day back in the United States. And he lives like 3 blocks from where you stopped him, and he's mad because he doesn't appreciate being stopped for jaywalking and he gets arrested for murder. And so we went, whoa, that's pretty good. He goes, yeah, you guys are going to get accommodation tomorrow from these detectives because they wanted this guy for a year and they were looking for him and all over the area looking for him. So they've got him. He's done. He's going to get life, which is for him probably 10 years, but he's gone. And so we're going, oh, okay. I'm pretty proud of myself. And that was the end of that little old guy. He went to prison for a long time. I hope you enjoyed that story. We'll see you next time.